Hello, my fellow dry-rotted elastic bands from your soiled underwear and mine. I'm Mr. Church, and hello. Oh, there I am today. Hello. Oh, today we're going to be building a cute little ramshackle. uh,
Found some recipes at a place called Toxic Larry's Meat and Go.
Do you want to make this video? I didn't think so. I did not think so. So why don't you, in fact, shut the hell up? Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get into it. Today we're going to be building, if you look on the map here, right to the west of this pig's buttock. Now, if you could imagine a projectile heading that way, when people ask you where you live, you say west of pig's ass. And that's where we're going to be putting our camp down, and you'll find this cute little camper that's destroyed sitting on the side of the road here. This will be our new home. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get the fuck out of your power armor, especially if you care about jostling and becoming sick while you're trying to finally place something. Every time you move an inch and you go up and down, your screen shakes around like a fucking behemoth. And of course they're going to launch on the queen as soon as we start building, because, you know, this is why we can't have nice things. Why the hell would they wait? Not wait. Anyway, so just put a foundation here at the back end of this trailer. Uh, Building inside the trailer itself is just, it's a shit show. And you're not going to be able to really put your life's work in there. So we're going to try to add a little bit of an expansion on top of this thing. It might take you a few tries to get that back foundation level and the right height so that it's not intersecting with the top of the trailer, and so that it's lined up perfectly. Miraculously, the first time I put it down, it went just fine, which is because I have the super awesome perk equipped, which makes me, of course, super awesome. Now, sometimes I forget and unequip it, and then I'm super stupid. So what we're going to do is put these roofs slanting this way so that it's not intersecting with that wire above us, because we don't want it to just be like clipping through there, because that is part of the world that we want to respect and we want to make it look good. But because they finally fixed the goddamn poles, we can put this here, and we can even snap one to the bottom of it like the good Lord intended us to do. We're going to add a back porch here with these half floor bits of glory and good work. And let's put a door on this. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying the update, because that makes one of us. I mean, it's a really good update, and they've added so many good features. Unfortunately, it's 3 steps forward, 85 steps back when it comes to Bethesda. So we must wait more for them to fix the stuff they just broke when they made us the 5-month delayed update. But it's all good. Things are great. The camp slots are amazing. I'm happy about them, and all that stuff that I'm supposed to say, because otherwise people say I'm a bitching whoa. I don't think they say that. If they did, that makes me really sad. I hope they didn't, because now I have to go cry. Now, I put a patchwork quilt design of rubbish walls because we found objects and we made this crapster on top of the camper. Alright, so that's the story with this boy. And now let's put a generator, maybe a windmilly fuck, in the back here. What am I doing with a pole? Just running around randomly with it? Okay, let's put... Now, with a generator, it's really stupid, and if you don't have floors like all the way around on each side of it, it's gonna say it's unsupported if you move it too close to that edge. So put temporary foundations all around it, and you'll be able to place it real close to the edges where you want it. And now let's put these fences, which no longer work on upper floors. They remove the snapping points completely. Thank you so much, Bethesda, for really caring about the building community that fully supports the entire game through the Atom Shop. So that's something that I will just want to, tip my hat to. Thanks a lot. And in the meantime, let's spend about, let's see, we have about 7 hours, so let's spend that trying to put some fences around this windmill. And then I think that we can call it a day after that. This is good. Fun. Of course, the gate still fucks around and doesn't work about pretty much any time you want to use it. But maybe if we pray about it. Now I put this here, and then the stupid thing didn't go. So let's look at this for a minute. Yeah, and then stairs. Put stairs. No, stairs. There you go. And now it'll snap there. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so this is looking pretty good, I guess. You'll just have to believe me on that one since it's nighttime and I'm sure you can't see anything. But just trust me, it's looking good. I think it's probably a good idea if we keep this area sped up as quickly as possible, because I don't really want... I'm embarrassed to admit how many man hours we put into putting a fence around this windmill, so let's not get bogged down with that, some bitch. Alrighty. What's happening anyway? I guess we're going to put this here so that we have power, and then you're just going to hook it up to the generator's penis, which is the little thingy, the pointy bit sticking out on the underside of that thing. And of course we can't put these half upper walls because they forgot to fix those when they fixed the full ones, so that's fine. We don't really need to use them. I guess it's fine to have some stuff in the build menu that's completely unusable, just in case you want to look at it but don't really want to spend the wood. And again, this was probably one of the worst things I ever tried to do, was put these lights in between that overhang and the top of the trailer. It was a bitch, and it made me angry. But the end result, I think, was worth it. If you want to like pretend it was with me, that would be good. I think we'd all feel a lot better, especially if you go and try to make this yourself and you say, I want to put those lights in there, and you're going to need to like really clench up your butt cheeks and get ready for some real gaming pro skills, because that's what it took to get these in there. But it adds a really good effect, and I think they're my favorite. So I tried 17,000 different ways to get a door in front of that doorway for the camper, and it wasn't going to work. The tire there is a fuck stain, and it won't let you do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to put a free-floating door leaning up against the outside of it, as if the door was removed and we haven't quite the resources to reattach it, or we just didn't want to bother. Or we're trying to get a new door, and that's the old one that we ripped off. For whatever reason, the door is leaning up against the side of it is better than there being no door at all, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to build our foundation over there, and we're going to try to sink it down as low as we can. To do this, you just sink that one down and then snap across, and then you want to make sure it's touching the outside of that, so the door will be touching the outside of that. And if you're too low, the door won't place, it'll be red. So we have to raise this up but just a hair, but you want it to be like sitting on the top of the soil, so you don't want to raise it up too high. Then I'm going to try a couple of different doors to see which one I like best. I was originally thinking that the what is that even, the communist bunker door, the one with the rolling bits, this one. I thought that would look cool, as kind of like we rolled it off to the side and then everything that it was attached to got broken. But the more I looked at it, that looked too beefy for this camper, so that didn't really make sense. So I was like, well, in fact, let's get rid of that. Let's not speak of it again. And if you guys ever bring it up, I will unsubscribe. Wait, what? And then let's try this, and then put this back like that, and try this one out. This one is okay, but again, too beefy. And also, the other problem with it is if you go up to it and try and open it, the frame is attached. There's a frame with it, so we don't want that shit. That's garbage. And then I think my last trick was to try the Flying Fortress door, which is my favorite door in the game because it's just absolutely shitty looking, and it's so good. It's so good. So just you switch the doorway to a normal wall, and you'll be able to delete that wall from it. And then of course you can just remove those foundations from underneath it, and the door will be sitting there up against the wall of the trailer, and like so. We can put some plants around that edge in case it's floating just a little bit. We can kind of mask that, and it'll look like it's just been sitting up against there. In fact, let's grab that right now, just so it's not distracting our OCD while we work. Just a pinchy boy right there, and I don't think it went down. but we can worry about it later. We can worry about it later. We have so many things to worry about, and most importantly, how are we going to get this up against there because it doesn't snap to anything? Like so. That's good. You could, no, I said that's good. Thank you. I just like rooting myself on in the future. Looking back on what I was struggling with is always a blast. So this is looking pretty swell. Let's give some hugs for Harambe. What? So what you're going to want to do next is put down the ally because you want the stove. That's going to trigger an onset of ADHD, the likes of which you've never seen. You're going to stop everything you're doing and dig through all the clothing you've ever acquired, at least on this character, and it's not going to be good enough. So you're going to go over to your workbench and you're going to make some outfits for her and mod some up because you need her to look state of the art. Now, once you finish doing that, you can spend even more time unequipping everything because it didn't look as good as you imagined it in your brain, and you can try all the different Atom Shop helmets that you always wanted to try out but just didn't bother. Then once you're done with that, you can pick up the cooking stove and try for 14 years to get it to go inside here. Even with a carpet on the bottom, it doesn't want to place. And that is how I think you best spend your time. Now, this next part is because I hate how the scrap box looks. It looks stupid. It doesn't go with anything in the world. It is very much Vault-Tec stuff, so it's stupid, and there's no other version of it. So we're gonna put some crappy wooden drawers on the front of it, and then to do that, I'm just gonna use the sinking method, which is it's not what you think it is. It's not the sinking feeling you get when you log into this game after an update. What it is you put this in a place where you'll see that how the legs of this are sinking down to the ground. When you place it, it will push it back up to being on top, but it won't push both items. It'll just push the bottom item up into the top item, and then you have drawers on your scrap box. Unfortunately, it's still ugly as all fuck, but you know, we do what we can, and that's not very much sometimes, but that's the meaning of life. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. So, yeah, meaning of life aside, let's put a solar panel through the ceiling. So we're going to put that on a safe I've built in here. You just want it to get it up about this high so that the power nipple is above where the roof is going to be. And you know what I mean by power nipple. We don't need to go into details. And then once that's there, you should be able to just snap the roof through it. No need for any flame trap trickery like some stupid people do in my last video. Oh god. And anyway, that's the finished product. Now, keep in mind I did cut out about 5 hours of decoration work, but that's just, you know, sitting there trying to decide if this carpet or that carpet is what you really want. And that can take a little bit of time, but I just wanted to show it at night before the tour to show that I've got it's well lit up even by a street lamp, and I've got some lights inside, lights in the sky. It's communication. Sorry about that. I've been programmed to say that. She's coming back. I guess she raided the town to kill cultists. I don't know. She's kind of weird. But yeah, it looks pretty cool with all the lights and the garbage. So in the daytime, well, it's not really day yet. I waited as long as I could, but let's face it, it was like it's morning. The sun's still coming up, but you can see the glow of the lights is pretty good still. We piled garbage all the way around it, and then we buried it in brambles so that it looked overgrown. I put my disease cure thingy-majig back here because it's very important that we still are able to have functionality even if we want it to look shitty. So that looked really high-tech, so I buried it with a bunch of appliances so that it kind of blends in as a... Can you please shut the hell up when I'm talking? Thank you. It kind of blends in as like an unused appliance that doesn't work. The door there I think looks really good because when you see that empty door you're like, yes, shit. If you see the door sitting next to it, it looks more like someone's here still. No one didn't just take our door and run. And in case I want to have some of my items stolen, I'll put that vendor machine set up. And then if you come inside here, I couldn't really put much in here besides that clock, the special, and a stack of mattresses. So this can be like our dry storage pretty much. We're using it as a shed at this point because we don't want to live down here anyway, because ghouls can come and rip through, which is why we've built this whole structure anyway, to live here in safety. So back here we have our crafting area, which I think looks pretty good. I ended up expanding outward just so I could have a platform to put those crafting benches on, because I wanted to make sure I had everything here. Now when you're building a small compact camp like this, it's very important that you start off by putting all the stuff that you're going to need down first. So a bed, a stash box, a scrap box, all your crafting benches that you use, and then the disease symptomatic thing or whatever, and then if you do use the decon shower, to put that down as well. And then you start cluttering it up. You want to make sure you have space. It's not about budget with these small builds, it's about actual like floor space, because you have very little floor space. So here we've got our area to work on our power armor, and then we've got a spot to listen to the goddamn radio and watch for ghouls. What was that? That's scary. So you can look down the road this way to keep an eye out, or just sit out front. But let's head on inside with my favorite door ever. I love this door because it opens wider than any other door, so you can put it on very small balconies and still walk through when it's open. Inside we've got a mannequin to scare the crap out of ourselves when we go inside and we're like, why is there someone standing here in my private server? And then we've got and I don't know if you heard that loud banging noise. It's probably just a rifle going off in the distance. I live in the city, it's fine. And then if this is the old silhouette in the windowsill trick, so the raiders will shoot that first, and then we won't get shot, and it's fine. And then here we're gonna have our two other of our workbenches. I put the low workbenches in here because of the slanting roof. Didn't want them popping up, but we're gonna walk out dejectedly. Just because I don't know why. I'm sure there was a reason why I was sad in that moment, but I'm happy now, so I guess that's all that matters. But we can look over here. I've got, you know, signs plastered all over. I've got junk on the walls, flashing lights. I wanted it to look like we're just piling junk up. Think of the purveyor's basement, if you will. Pack ratting it is what we're doing. And then you pack rat it, and then you pile the brambles up everywhere, and it really helps sell the fact that what you built belongs to the world. Because if you look around in the world, something that's there is overgrown. Even here, I put the bushes around this street lamp to hide the fact that it's floating on one edge, and then I sprinkled the brambles all the way up and down the road, because if there was just one clump of brambles, it doesn't look natural. You gotta blend it kinda and spread it amongst ourselves. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, the thing is, when you're building, keep it small and keep it simple and just focus on the details first. But anyway, I really hope you guys appreciated. Oh, this isn't the kind of outfit that a man wears when he lives in a garbage area. That's better. Now, that's not the best I can do, but it's the best I can do in 4 seconds. So you'll have to just believe me. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for everyone who's subscribed and liked and commented on my shit lately. It's weird, but I adore all of you except for that one guy. And I don't have anything to say that goes with this emote. I just wanted to use it because it's funny. And
Tried any new foods lately?
no, I haven't tried any new foods lately. God. Anyway, guys, you can join my Discord if you like. The link will be in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Sometimes I remember I have one and tweet. And then follow me on Twitch because I do stream regularly. And then you could... Excuse me! But I will see you guys in the next video. What does that mean? No, just please, just one of these things. No, not that one. Ugh! Anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here. This is getting worse and worse. Stop! Stop! Why is it still going? Fuck! Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, that's better.